Hi folks, want to promote this book, Can I Get a Witness? By a man called Brian Garcia. Now this is an amazing book really because of the background of it, and it's so pertinent to YouTube because Brian was a Jehovah's Witness a number of years ago, and he and I and a lot of other Christians used to debate together online through YouTube, and we used to do video responses back and forth to each other. And it just seems like yesterday, you know, when Brian was making these videos as a Jehovah's Witness, and they were like dark and shadowy, and slowly he'd come out of the shadows because a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses are afraid to show themselves on YouTube. A lot of them are anonymous, and understandably so, because the Watchtower organisation of Jehovah's Witnesses doesn't really like witnesses going online, and certainly not interacting with people like myself, Christians like myself, or ex-Jehovah's Witnesses. I was never a witness. I'm just a Christian who's interested in trying to reach these folk. But Brian felt as though, you know, he wanted to come online and answer the critics of Jehovah's Witnesses. And he got involved in these debates. And eventually he slowly started to see that the Watchtower was actually wrong and not God's organisation as it claims to be. So he started to have some problems and some issues, and started to air those. One thing led to another, and eventually he was disfellowshipped. And his family cut him off, but thankfully he became a Christian. He turned to Christ. And he had an amazing conversion experience. And rather than stop on YouTube, he continued, but then as a Christian. So his website, his YouTube website, is actually really, really interesting, because you've got this situation going on where there's videos there where he was a Jehovah's Witness, and those videos are still up, and they can be a bit confusing for some people who visit it, because they're wondering, is this guy a witness? Is he promoting Jehovah's Witnesses? Is he a Christian? But what it is, he started off with these videos as a Jehovah's Witness, and then they take you on this journey where you see him with his struggles and airing his views and his doubts and his fears and his thoughts as he goes and explores genuine Christianity, biblical Christianity, and his journey towards Christ, and how he comes out of the witnesses. And then he's making videos against the Watchtower Society as a Christian. So it is a fascinating website. It's called New Age Gamer, and I'll put the link down below. He's called New Age Gamer on the actual YouTube channel, but his name's Brian Garcia, and this book that he's got out reflects his journey, goes into greater depth, and I just think it's amazing really, because some people say to me, oh, you're wasting your time talking to Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons and people in these other groups. You're really wasting your time. They just don't listen. It's just not true. If you've heard people saying that, it's simply not true. It can seem like these people are not listening, but God can use what you're saying to them at the right time. It's God's timing, not ours. We can't expect people to fall down converted at the first conversation. You know, these people have a lot of indoctrination. They have a lot that they've bought into, families as well, you know, and sometimes careers are involved in their religions. Their boss might be a Jehovah's Witness, for example. So there's a lot at stake. So you can't expect people to just throw everything in, throw the towel in just because you've had one conversation with them. There's more to it than that. You know, you need to pray. We need to allow the Holy Spirit to work on a person and let God deal with them in his time. So just be encouraged. People do leave. And it's not just Brian. I've seen many people leave different religions on YouTube through this ministry, and them having interaction with other Christian ministries as well. So it is effective. So if you're a Christian out there and you're wondering about getting involved in this ministry, I would say do so. It works. It bears fruit. But I would say get Brian's book. You know, give it a shot. It looks like it'd be a brilliant read. As I say, I've not read it myself, but I know the story. The the basic bones of it anyway. So it's very exciting to see how far this young man's come and the great life that he's got today as a Christian. He's got this book out, he's got a lovely wife, he's growing in the Lord, and he's reaching out to Jehovah's Witnesses. Brilliant. So, I mean, excellent news and fantastic, and I wish Brian all the best in the future with his wife and his family. And I do ask you guys to pray for Brian. You know, he still has struggles in the sense of a lot of his other family are witnesses and he's been cut off. So pray that they come out as well, and maybe, you know, there'd be an updated book with his family involved as well. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? So yeah, continue to pray for Brian and his family, guys, and get the book. Looks good. Take care, guys, and God bless.